So I want to talk to you about bunny poop. It's magic. When we moved into this house, it was in horrible condition. It was abandoned. It had literally walls and floors even missing. Like, it was bad. One of the worst parts of the house is the yard. The yard looked like, it was just dirt, basically. It was an embarrassment. And we had a yard guy come and give us an estimate on what to do to fix it. And he was so overwhelmed by the poor shape of the yard, he quoted us some ridiculous price. So my husband decided that over the years, he was just going to take his time, take it piece by piece, trying to see if we can get our yard going. The yard man said we would never be able to do it unless we basically dug up everything, enriched the soil, and replanted seed or laid down sod. But it was just like really expensive, and we couldn't afford it. So year after year, my husband would try different things and nothing worked. Then his crazy wife decided to start raising Angora rabbits. Children joined in and got their little breeds of rabbits, and we ended up with a little tiny bunny farm in our basement. Well, as my husband began to read, after probably over 6 or 7 years of trying to get this yard together, about the value of bunnies. We don't eat rabbit because of our dietary restrictions that we put on ourselves for our own health and whatever. So we weren't going to eat them, but he looked at their poop, and he realized from reading that it's probably one of the best types of fertilizer. So my husband asked me to figure out a way that I can harvest their poop, that instead of just cleaning out their cages and throwing out stuff, to somehow figure a way to catch the poop, which I did my part. That's how my husband and I roll. He gets the ideas and I partner with him. I get an idea, he partners with me, and that's how we make it happen. And sometimes we each have a crazy idea, but because we love each other, trust each other, we roll with each other. So I rolled with this crazy idea, and I got my rubber gloves together, and I began to experiment with different ways on how to harvest the poop as I was cleaning out the cages. And then he created a spot in our garage for me to take the bags of poop and store it. And then when he'd do the yard, he would take the poop, mix it with grass seed, and just throw it out in the yard. No tilling the yard, no special treatment, just taking the poop and the grass seeds and throwing it in the yard. Well, after about a year of this, I started raising rabbits last spring. This is what our yard looks like. Now, in the picture, you saw a picture of a hill. That hill was the last part to get itself together. It was just such hard, it was just hard. But we just faithfully kept putting the rabbit poop and grass seed there, and you see how green it is. Now, this next picture is a picture of him working on another part of our yard where he's taken our bags of bunny poop, mixed it with grass seed, and just thrown it in the yard. Now, our neighbors probably think we're crazy and trifling. But sure enough, someone sure did say, wow, your grass is so green. Bunny poop, y'all. I love it. And that's the story of why we love bunny poop.